did they? I mean, is it just people held them forever and just refused to sell? Is that why the price just skyrocketed on all of them?
I think there's a
I
lot
mean,
of factors. Like, yeah,
yeah,
I've done a lot of research on it. Like, I can speak to some of the factors, but so a lot of them are missing, which is something that everyone knows. But they're also one of the earliest, if not the earliest, NFT project. And
Yeah,
then on top of all that, they have this incredible narrative, right? People, the earliest NFT project, like buying Bitcoin, it's just such an easy comparison to make in your head if you're buying the
yeah,
first of something. So you instantly want to be part of that. So once you factor in the fact tons are missing, you have the chance to own the first project of this area. So you're essentially getting the Bitcoin equivalent. I mean,
yeah.
round that off with a narrative that never dies because everyone puts in their profile picture, and it's just a fire project.
yeah. Taking notes on that one.
Oh, we got a new bid. Just got a new bid, boys.
Wow.
I know, staying quiet. Here we go.
And let the games begin.
It's out.
Oh man.
Yeah, the chat officially closes at the top of the hour, but you guys are welcome to stick around as long as you want.
Yeah, I mean, if the chat closes, the chat closes. Like,
Well, it doesn't
yeah, I'll hang around and
close.
answer any questions. Pardon?
I said it doesn't really close. It's kind of
Okay. Anyone in the audience have a question that they want to fire off?
Yeah, I want Acid. So have Acid ask us something. What's up, Acid?
Nice.
I'm
Okay.
not related.
That's it. I thought that was you the whole time. You don't know who
No,
that is?
no, I don't
No
know who that is.
way.
All right, I got a question for you, Acid, actually.
Yeah.
So when you're choosing these different metaverses, and investing in these different lands, do you, I don't know. So you kind of just you take advantage of an opportunity, right? You're an opportunist. So which one has brought the most success and why? And what is your view on Decentraland so far?
Well, I would say crypto voxels is I've had the most success there, only because they have the most traffic, and the world is big, but it's very easy to get around, and when you jump on, people just kind of congregate to where everyone else is. Um, I think that, and it's easily accessible. Decentraland is easily accessible, but Crypto Voxels has been built for the web. I mean, that's their whole mission behind everything is to have a lo-fi experience that any crappy phone or browser can load it.
But found Decentral Games, right? And it was like,
Yeah.
okay, something that I can actually do that I that I'm good at. Essentially, like, I don't know, can you really be good at gambling? I don't know. I'm a DJ. Anyways, yeah. So, and so, like, why do you think I never really got into crypto voxels? Like, why is it so much more popular, but somebody like me hasn't even had any interest to join it? Like, just kind of
Yeah.
curious.
No, you bring up a good point because Decentraland is about games. It is the engine is built so you can create cool games in it, and that is that's why it's going to be a huge metaverse and be very popular going forward. You're right. CryptoVoxels, the actual ability to create a game, it's limited to pushing a button and having the script alter or move something. Like there really is no game engine, and I don't think it was built to be a game engine. Um, I think it's perfect for building a gallery of NFTs. That is, or building. I've seen some structures where they actually build the building out of, like on that. I think it's called Magic of Voxels program. Like like they're actually building it with a program, and then it's more detailed. But there's some crazy builds in there, and I think that is the cool part. Is it's not only NFTs are in crypto voxels, but people are building stuff with voxel programs that is also art. And because I was walking around the Berlin Island earlier today and just checking stuff out, and I went into a clock store, and just the detail was pretty insane. Just stuff like that. There's just these gems you find. They're easy to find more than Decentraland.
Gotcha. Do you think Decentraland will be the come to for pretty much everybody in the future because they just updated the renders? And as you mentioned, you know, very innovative as far as gaming goes, and Decentral Games is, as you can probably agree, is had a big part in it. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
like you said. There's such a few things you can do, and you know, Decentral Games has definitely put their mark in. So going forward with these NFT events, somebody that's so experienced like you in NFTs, what do you think about this format? Like, do you think as we scale, like this will be a big thing as the renders get better, viewing the NFT art in game gets better? Do you think Decentraland will be kind of the place to go in the future?
Yeah. Yeah. I think it will be. And they really have to get their development situation fixed because trying to develop online. I don't know. You guys probably all develop, like, bring down the projects and develop locally, right? I don't know how like a project like yours would ever develop through their website builder interface. Like, I would go nuts if I had to build through that.
Yeah, I'm not a builder. I'm more just a front end, get to know my users type of guy. But but yeah, I can see the challenges.
I'm also not a builder, and I've tried to use the builder, and I got a gallery up, but that's about as far as I got.
I don't know,
So,
like
I
Crypto
can
Voxels,
relate.
it's like Minecraft. It's so easy to build in. I think that's another positive towards it. Like, it's so easy to put up a structure and get NFT on the walls. And they're
Yeah, for me,
working
it's
on, like, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh no, I totally interrupted you. I apologize.
I'm just saying, I think they're building on an engine where you can procedurally build a museum, an art museum off your collection. Like, so you don't even have to do anything. Like, they're just doing weird stuff like that.
Really cool. So thanks for coming to the sound check today.
Yeah, no problem.
Basically, all I really want to accomplish today is getting you familiarized with this Discord. I think is the number one thing because looks like we have 100 rainbows in the voice chat. So I don't know if he's about to stream. Oh, here he is.
Just FYI.
So. Yeah, Mike, this is my business partner, 100 Rainbows. He is the owner of the Decentraland property that we're going to be running the event out of. He's a good friend of mine, so
Hey, Mike,
wanted to get you guys introduced.
Yeah, it's great to meet you. This place is really cool. I think I'm standing out front.
Oh, whoa. You guys are there? All right, I'm going to teleport in.
Oh, excellent.
I'm currently at the casino, but I'll come in. I'm in Fenrir Amber at the moment. Are you guys, what realm?
Oh, we're gonna be in Loki Amber.
Loki, cool, no worries.
Oh, what did I do? Oh, not this again.
Is it breaking down for you, Mike?
Yeah, I don't know if it's me. It might be. I'm not.
No. It does do that.
I have to refresh it. All right, well then, good. It's not just me.
No.
I mean, I didn't touch the computer any differently than a normal person would, so I can't. Yeah. I don't know. I just took the blame. But yeah, I got stuck in, like, I guess the elevator before.
Okay, so you had to reload. Yeah, that happens sometimes.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, so I'm just waiting out here for you out front when you return.
Okay.
Yeah, sometimes it is necessary to reload. The game is not. It's definitely not perfect, but that does happen sometimes. Okay, looks like I see 100 rainbows now.
Hey, mate,
are you on Twitch, bro?
Yeah, we're on Twitch. I can post a link in here.
Great.
But yeah, it
so
does...
Mike.
Sorry, mate.
Yeah, we go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
I was just going to say it does break down, but sometimes I guess people can forget that it's all done on a browser, which is no downloadable clients, which is pretty amazing.
No install, which is great because it's really accessible, but at the same time it has imperfections. But let's see.
All right.
All right, let me do a tweet.
Down.
Live on.
Yeah, there's going to be a couple, bumps and bruises. I don't mind a little bit of lagging here and there. We all dealt with buffering when Pornhub came out, and nobody's complaining.
Yeah, sure.
Let's see if we can.
We used to have to pause the video and then just wait like a
Yeah.
few minutes.
Yeah. It will always come back up.
We're kind of.
I feel like I'm about to like conquer these stairs. All right, so I'm here. I'm turned. I gotta. Let's like my computer.
We have Mike in the server right now, or in the. I'm not seeing him in our. Are you back in the in Decentraland, Mike? Because I'm not seeing you in here.
I'm at the bottom of the steps. Okay, the screen is ready for me to run. Okay, I ran up the steps. I don't want to fall off. Fucking fell off the side again.
Yeah, he's dead.
I'll get used to it.
Just lost 50 health. Hey,
That's what it feels like.
hey, Mike, are you familiar with the different realms? Just
Yeah,
want to make sure both
in a different realm. So, Mike, when you look at your URL bar, and it shows the URL on the last two words, mine says Loki.
Yeah, Loki. I know that. Yeah, so I mean, I know very little. I just know that I'm in Loki because of that.
Does it
Only
just
'cause I
say
have a copy
Loki
of
or
the-
Loki Amber? Is it just Loki or Loki Amber?
So I'm up here in your in the gallery, and it says Loki Emerald.
Emerald. Okay.
Okay.
What's that?
I'll
So
change
I'm
over to
gonna hop
Emerald.
in. I'm gonna hop in. So there's different realms in the game, and basically what that means is they're just different servers. Sometimes when one server is too full, it will push you into another one that you didn't intend to go to. So the link
Okay.
you should have had us go to one realm, but maybe that's what happened. But we're both just populating into it, and we'll be there in just a moment.
So Rainbows, this is your spot. How long have you had this place?
Yes, I've had this for a couple of months now, I think. Couple of months, yeah. So it's I've been here since then. It's a good spot.
It's really cool.
Yeah,
It's the first time I've ever been like. I mean, I think I signed in once to Decentraland a few months ago just to check it out, and then but yeah. So here he comes. Came up here and met with him for a little bit, and this is neat. This is really cool. Of course, this stuff exists. Like, of course, it would be done this way. So I'm looking forward to it.
It's a lot of fun, and we've seen a lot of development on the property since I even came here for the first time and took my first tour. We have obviously the NFT gallery is in place now, and then we have the roof as well. And so let me just say really quick that we are streaming on Twitch, Mike. This is how we like to do it. We like to have our meetings sort of transparently streamed live on Twitch or different platforms. That way people can kind of get a transparent look into our sort of process as we plan the event and whatever else it is. Our philosophy is really just creating that content out of almost every interaction we have, unless it needs to be private for whatever reason. But
Sure.
So welcome to the stream. We're so happy to have you.
This is great to be here.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming, dude. Let me just check to make sure I have my tweet out just to let everybody know that we're live.
Yeah, so to continue on what New Legends was saying, like the space is growing, but there's absolutely no need to kind of compete at this stage. Like, if we can just collaborate and get as many people in here as possible, that's why we kind of are happy to stream.
I mean, walking around here. Yeah. Walking around here, I see a comedy show. I see a whole bunch of other characters standing there. Look, I can run up to you and I can cough in your face. It doesn't matter. Like, I can just do whatever. This is not that that's what I'm like. I don't have that urge to do that. You can do whatever you want, and then it's great because I don't know if you're a Looney Tunes fan, but there's a real famous Daffy Duck thing where at the end of at the end of his thing, like he dies, he burns himself, and then, like, I could just jump off the ends of the building if I wanted to when my set's over. Like, all right, good night, everybody. Jump. Like, this is just really exciting.
Yeah, you can change your gender if you want. Come in and out.
Oh yeah, we did that.
Of course you can.
Yeah.
There you go.
Cool.
Yeah, I want to get some glasses. I mean, I just got this little outfit here, but this is cool.
Yeah.
So Yeah. I mean, I don't know why more people aren't using this just yet. I mean, you could throw a party here, run a podcast out of here. Exactly what you're doing right here, and this is broadcasting on Twitch. You said?
Yeah, that's
we're
right.
on
Twitch
Twitch.
and YouTube.
Yeah, Rainbows does Twitch every single day. I'm not a Twitch streamer, but I kind of accompany on him on his stream and hang out for a few hours and dip in and out. And it's fun to have sort of a rotating cast of characters on the stream, and so he keep him company and have something to talk about. And we talk about all kind of things too, not just Decentraland, but we have some pretty profound conversations as well too. So I think you would be great for like a, regular appearance or a podcast or a comedy show in Decentraland, Mike. That would be a great
I'd love
fit.
to.
Be an honor. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, like, I'll be your resident comic.
yeah, cool. Well, sometimes we've spoken a lot about New Legend's horse, like his virtual horse. So that was a conversation that lasted like a whole bunch of streams, and there's still so much more content there. Maybe we can get like a virtual stable in here as well. Like that would be amazing.
I haven't gotten into that with Mike lately. There's a whole other world of virtual racehorses that we're like breeding and racing and making money off of, and it's crazy, man. I'll have to get you into that as well. It's fun.
I'm trying to convince New
I'm
Legend.
already. I'm gonna show Waves here for a second, the Waves platform, but I don't mean to, even though I do mean to. I'm not. I have eggs, and we're working on building like ducks and NFT. I'm well versed in like crypto animals and making them, grow and do whatever the heck you gotta do.
Cool. You would love it. What do you mean, literal eggs? Literal like ducks?
Virtual, they're like
virtual.
Crypto ducks. No, it's so Waves is doing a really interesting way that they're like promoting their platform. Like check them out and you'll see like so.
Was it
so certain steps that you take. Waves.exchange or Waves.tech. We'll probably get you all the tech stuff. But it's interesting because they give you certain tasks to perform on their DeFi platform and with these eggs. And then you take the eggs, and once you have a certain amount, then you end up making a duck NFT in a sense, and then that's tradable too, and that's worth a certain amount. It's I can't believe where we are. This is crazy.
I never heard of that before. That's super interesting.
Yeah, no. It's
all right, now Waves is going to hit $50.
Well, we better get in then. Waves Technologies, okay.
Yeah.
I
remember taking a look at Waves a couple of years ago, and it was just a couple bucks, and I was like, oh, it's too late for me to buy in, and now it's like went up super high. Huh?
Yeah.
Nothing's too late. Even Dogecoin isn't too late if you want to try to make money. But if look, I've been in crypto almost 10 years now, and confession, hand up, I just got my first Dogecoin yesterday.
Oh yeah, I saw you tweet about that.
What was the
because I did a stand-up show in New York City, and somebody gave me they gave me $25 worth of Doge, like at the top, but whatever. I was so excited. Like, I got it finally.
Finally. You've been resisting the urge to buy a meme coin because you've been in for 10 years, so I'm not sure if there's much.
I just didn't. I loved it. I thought it was funny. I just didn't. Yeah. And then, oh man, I mean, of course, we all kick ourselves for a lot of things, but all seriousness, what it taught me was that I don't know anything. I'm done. I don't know what to tell you. People say, "What do you buy?" Don't know. Just I don't know. Everyone I told not to buy Doge, they probably never want to talk to me ever again because I care.
Well, you're a comedian.
Doge at 8 cents.
Surely Doge is heaps of material for you, and maybe that's an example of a joke that goes too far.
Absolutely. Well, it was a development team, and when he retired, he had a big party thrown for him. So he said, "Hey, do you want to come tell some jokes?" I went and I did maybe 10 minutes, half Bitcoin stuff, half just life. And someone ran up to me at the end of the set and said, first of all, I thought that was going to be the worst thing I was ever going to hear. Like Bitcoin jokes, awesome. No, you really did. It was hysterical. Let me ask you, what do you, would you mind going on tour with me? And I was like, what do you mean? And he says, well, I do all these conferences, but at the end of it, they're always boring. And everybody's just tired and standing around drinking coffee. It'd be cool to be like, offered them a little bit of entertainment. So I said, sure. So I literally tripped and fell and did a tour of almost 15 cities from, across the country. And I owe it all to my friend Nathan Hawk, who, well, everybody really, but he's the one that made it all kind of happen. And then from there, I mean, I just hit the ground running as a stand-up comic. I mean, I waited in line at every open mic, just like, the next. And now, I was in New York City this past weekend, and it's hard to get time in New York City as a comedian.
Right.
And I just went up, and there was no time limit. I could have done as long as I want. I brought 2 comics with me. Doing it again next month, and it's becoming this regular thing where, how did I trip and fall into this? Because I just took a chance. I think this is really cool. I took a chance when when you and I started talking about this, and I was like, sure, I'll show up. And I'm running around like a little kid doing these jumps and stuff.
Right.
It's neat.
I still find myself doing that sometimes, just running around, like just pressing the spacebar button, like even just like when I'm happy, it's just like this thing you do, yeah. But
I'm excited to see the future incorporate Arkham Knight and Tony Hawk and all this stuff too, so that I can drive the Batmobile and run over people and not hurt them. But and
Yeah.
no
health
do a
bars,
360 flip somewhere. Yeah.
And that's pretty cool. Like, I mean, I guess when people come in, sometimes they do expect, the gameplay. They think it's shit, right? And they're kind of like, oh, well, what is this? All I can do is jump and walk around. But I think that they kind of understand that it's the community that we're building here. Like, there's almost a transition from this physical world into this digital world. And yeah, you can only jump and walk around. But I'm in Australia, and I'm talking to 2 guys in the States, and one's a comedian, and one's like an entrepreneur. And it's just amazing. And I wish that maybe they could kind of get more of what's happening.
Community.
Let me tell you the difference too. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Mike. Go ahead.
I tried one virtual Zoom stand-up comedy show. I don't like it. I mean, look, they were, I didn't like it. And so when I first heard virtual show, I was like, and then I heard it was on Decentraland. I thought, wait, do I get to do this as a character? So that was really intriguing because I'm a live stand-up comedian. If you've never been to a live stand-up comedy show, go immediately. But there's something different about being there because the connection with the crowd and, somebody spills a drink, someone has a seizure, something happens at the show where we're all a part of it together and we're, So when they're not there physically, it's different. But I mean, you guys are right here and, so to see a crowd here and this is just, I don't know, the newness is exciting.
Yeah,
and
that
this
kind
is
of
different than just doing
a question, Mike, about the event planning is like when you're doing your set, do you think we should like leave the mics up so people can react and laugh, or was that distracting for you, or is it better to just sort of have everyone on mute and just let you be like in control for those few minutes?
First of all, that sound is like, I don't know. It's what I live for.
Right.
So,
that's what I'm thinking, right?
Yeah, but at the same time, if it distracts and it all here's the other thing. If they're gonna cough into the mic, if there's a lot of like overlap, I don't know how any of that would be in control. But I do feel like this would be different because it is almost a presentation, but at the same time, it's a comedy set, right? So
a lot more fun than
everybody just kind of off and listening. I don't know. Maybe we can do something where, like, if they like it, they laugh, like they jump, like that's their laugh. So if I see them all jumping at the same time, I get to.
That's a good one. Or maybe
they can blow you a kiss.
Like,
Push number 7. They're gonna blow you a kiss if it's funny.
Yeah, there's different emotes that you can do.
Well, look at that.
There
There you go. Okay.
Wow.
I wasn't facing any of you. Not that I'm whatever.
Just
So
mics, like my mic could be left up because I'll just be laughing because I think you're hilarious, and then people we don't know, maybe we can keep them on mute, and then. We're looking at, I have like 20 RSVPs right now. I have no clue how many people are actually going to show up. I have a feeling it's going to be more people than I expected. So it should be at least 20 people.
But even if it's 3, I mean, I'm old school. It's just whoever shows up, so we rock for. I'm the type that's always thought of this. Like, I think about the person getting, then this is different now because they're not doing this. But I always think about the person getting on the bus, having to show up, like driving, getting a ride, whatever, like putting deodorant on, going to the show. Like
we're grinding it out.
They deserve a good show. So for somebody to go through the trouble and create one of these characters and tie their MetaMask wallet to it and say, now you have to go through another step of separate, account because you don't want everybody seeing your ETH address. It's like a lot of steps. So if you've gone through all that, I'm ready for you.
Yeah, absolutely. I reckon that's a really good point that you bring up with MetaMask because the people who join are, they're kind of really savvy already. And that's probably something that's stopping the whole transition or mainstream adoption is that you do need a MetaMask. And yeah, granted, it goes onto a browser and it's easy enough to kind of add to it. But it is another layer that kind of people aren't used to doing.
People can join the game as a guest, though, right? They don't actually have to connect a wallet. If they want like an account, game they do.
But you still have
from
to
my
have a
understanding,
MetaMask, right? Even as a guest.
I
I've never.
don't think so. I could be wrong,
Oh.
but I think there's
Right.
a way to just join as a guest. But I'm gonna
Mm.
have to look into that because we're gonna have to be giving people some instructions on Wednesday and Thursday about how to get in. I'm assuming most people will be acclimated to the game already, but there will have to be some, light training of people, especially to get them into the Discord too. So,
Well,
people
so
might- go ahead.
how's the sound going to work out? So is this so everybody comes on here and they all join this call, or does the sound
Yeah.
go through the?
That's
the
what
game?
we're gonna do.
That's
We're
right.
gonna have everyone is gonna be in this world. And
Oh,
then they're
that's
gonna follow
so
on
much
Discord.
better.
Yeah.
Because the voice chat in Decentraland just isn't super reliable yet. So
No.
Couldn't
Well,
figure it out, man. Yesterday I was trying, and I'm like, this isn't working. I kept trying different. I almost pulled my mixer out because I've done. I don't mean like I've been on. Like I had podcasts for a while, so I have like this. I have my own like portable mixer. I tried that. And I'm like, oh god. It's just
Yeah.
working.
you're
So this is good.
across great right now. You sound great. So.
Yeah, it does have
Perfect, thank you.
both. Like, I mean, there is the in-world voice as well, and the hotkey is just T. Like, if you hold T down, you'll speak in-world.
Yeah, I tried.
But it
Oh,
definitely
right.
doesn't
So
work
that
if you have both on. But it's only it's only quality 50% of the time, which is that's not good at all, or unreliable for an event. So essentially, you have both. So if someone isn't in the Discord chat, we could talk to them in world and guide them into the Discord, but
Right.
it'll be hard to do during an event, which is why.
well, look, that's your ticket.
Well,
That's-
what I
that's
did
how you
was
get in.
in the details. I put the link to the Discord, so hopefully people who are checking the official event will also see that.
Yeah.
But we'll
Oh
see.
yeah, New Legends. There's also the link in the links lobby downstairs, so people could always just go in there if
Oh,
they're not
true.
kind of savvy. You could
That's
direct them
Like
that way.
that Discord link in lobby below. Just sort of
Have
throw
you
that
s-
out in the chat, and then that would help.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's really thoughtful. It's a good idea. Great. So next question from Mike. How many minutes at the top do you want to do? Because what I'm doing right now is I'm writing the official like running order of the show to give to you because you're going to be the MC. So
Right.
you're going to open and then you're going to do like links between guests, but there's not going to be that many guests. Like there's probably only going to be like 4 people for you to announce. I wasn't able to book a rapper. However, I did get the musical act today who's like a DJ saxophone player. He's really cool. So we have 1 performer, 1 comedian. Rainbows is going to give a speech. I'm going to give a little speech, and then we're going to announce the giveaway winners, and then we'll be done. That's it. So back to my question: how many minutes do you want to do at the top?
The comedian in me wants to do 60, but as far as this, like what, however, so you said you want this to be about what, 25 minutes?
Yeah, I mean, it can always like linger longer. I'm just thinking like for the official,
That's
like
good.
I mean, we can always just get back and chat afterwards if anyone has time, left. But
Sure.
I mean, that's great that you think you have 60 minutes worth of material. But
Yeah.
I mean, after
No,
this,
so-
done, after we finish this week, we should just start planning regular comedy shows, right? Because it's,
Yeah.
I mean, your energy is so good, and you have friends who do this, so it's just like
Yeah.
perfect
They'd be
opportunity.
very excited to try it.
Yeah.
So realistically, if you did this at, half hour, give or take, and then if you, I think that's a good idea too, and then stick around for a live Q&A after, almost like a real-time Bill Maher. Not that I like the guy, but, so,
I do like.
so
that.
you can have some, so maybe you have 4 people, well, you have 5 really. So if I'm introducing 4 people, right? Are those 4 people including you guys at the end?
Yeah, I think so. So it's gonna be you, the musical act, the orchestrator. It's gonna be 100 Rainbows, and then it's gonna be myself as well as New Legends. So that's 3, and then there might be one more, but I have to check with him first if he actually wants to speak. Yeah, I know he's
So
gonna
how
be
I-
there.
So how I always split up shows is I figure how many people are going to be there, and then I divide that number, and then we factor out a few other things. So if there's 5 of us, well, each of us, are allotted probably 5 minutes in 25 minutes, and then 5 minutes in addition because we need to introduce each of us. So we need that out, like extra minute, whatever. So maybe everybody speaks for, I don't know, everybody does 5 minutes. And if
I
everybody
think-
does it,
You're going to be
I mean, I
speaking the mic because you're the one
Yeah.
who's super good at it. I think I could speak for a while. I don't want to go on for too long. I'm always mindful of like keeping it really compact and not kind of
Yeah.
going on too long. But I think if you can do like 5 solid minutes off the top and then just like introduce the first musical act and then come back and then introduce whoever. I'm going to write this all out so you don't even have to remember this, but I'm just sort of thinking out loud. But I think that sounds pretty good so far, right?
Yeah, so it's me, introduce a guy who's going to do a musician who would do a song, which the average song is 3 to 5 minutes, right? So they do their song. They may say, hey, follow me on wherever. 100 Rainbows, you're going to come up and talk.
Yeah, sure.
Correct.
I'm not sure how long actually.
So, okay. So, but if we allot you a few minutes, and then there may be one other person, you said? Because the wrap up really only needs to be 2 minutes. What am I going to do? I'm going to bring you guys up and I'm going to say thanks for doing this, and give it up for these guys. They put this all together, and then you may want to hit whatever bullets you want to hit before you leave.
Sign off. Yeah, I think, dude, what you just described sounds perfect to me. So, I will take this conversation and transform it into like a really simple document for us all to follow along with. Other than that, I'm pretty much.
This is why I call my team. Let me interrupt you.
Go ahead.
Let me interrupt you. This is why I call my team Haha for Hire. We're more than just funny. We're all hilarious, but we're busy. We know what we're doing. We've put all of our own shows on. Even our logo looks punk rock. It looks like an old punk rock 80s type of logo, like Black Flag-ish, right? And we've always rented out our own spaces, put our own chairs up. We sold our own tickets, and we never waited for anybody. We've performed at all the big clubs too, but that was our bread and butter. So when you get me, this is what you get. We're all interchangeable too, and they could not be more excited to be a part of this. Wait till you meet them.
And definitely invite your friends too, Mike, if you have some friends who'd like to come along. I know it's a little tricky getting people into this game that they never played, but and then you could easily transition into talking about the recurring events for the comedy thing, because I think you just have it's like the perfect person who I needed help with has like appeared in the form of you in front of me.
I'm happy to be that, man. Well, look, you came out of nowhere too, and you threw this thing at me, and it was just like, we call it whatever, the universe throwing us together, and it just, I don't know or care how it happened.
It's energy, man.
Life is like that. You put the energy out. Like the same exact thing with 100 Rainbows. Like I spawned into this game, had no clue what was going on, and I met him, and he taught me how to play the game, and we're like basically business partners now a few weeks later. So
absolutely,
this has been amazing.
That's incredible.
Yeah, because that's kind of what it is. Like it's kind of backwards that on my avatar is a virtual character that actually earns a salary, right, from the casino. So the casino, Decentraland, does pay me a salary, regardless of how large or small it is. That business relationship is there, like employer-employee. And then here inside the 100 Rainbows Academy, we've got this landlord-tenant relationship, which exists with New Legends and the 100 Rainbows Academy. And now we've got like a comedian in here, like the relationship between comedy and audience is like living here as well. So again, it's just that new relationship that's existing. Is just amazing.
I'm very fortunate to be a comedian because it's something that people want. They're going to find a way. There's been underground shows that nobody talks about because we want them to continue. But, look, it's an important thing. And it really draws people out.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to be here.
I'm going to Las Vegas next week. I'm fully vaccinated, so it should be fine. But we're going to see some stand-up comedy shows. We're out there. Brad Garrett has a comedy club in Las Vegas. Mike, you know who that is, Brad Garrett?
Yep.
The older brother from Everybody Loves Raymond. So, I totally agree with you. Just like as far as winding down your official, you can stay on stream as long as you want because we're just going to be here for a couple hours. But I totally agree with you that like seeing stand up in person is amazing experience that everyone should do at least once. But I feel like the energy of even doing it in this game is going to be way better than a Zoom call, right? So
much. This is different. This is really close. Cool. We got this. It's incredible. So.
I think especially if you had like a little icebreaker. If you had like a little icebreaker in New Legends, like everyone press number 7 to blow a kiss, or everyone know how to walk, and just something, and then people can spend hours just blowing each other kisses. Like I've seen it happen. It's just hilarious.
That's hysterical. So where's the list of where I can see all that stuff without Googling?
So
Like
if you
all
press
the things that I can.
C on your keyboard, it will come up with your different. I don't know if the emotes are on there, and you press C to bring it down again. But basically, the emotes are just the numbers 1 through I believe 7 or 9. It's 7, I think, on your keypad. But that's basically the extent of the emotes so far. You can dance and
Okay, I'm gonna.
I probably
what
do
I
want to give
really
you the
want.
basics, Mike. Sorry, you can press W to move forward, but it is easier to hold Shift and W. It's just easier to navigate around if you hold Shift and W, as an example.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's how you walk. So cool. I'm so excited. This is awesome, dude.
Pumped.
This really is. All right, so I'm gonna go. Just hang on, like right here, so that in case I end up doing something that, like, I'm testing all these out. So I don't want to like blow you guys a kiss or nothing. Let's see, wave.
I had an emote chat, I'd catch it.
Pressing the wrong one. I've
Dancing?
done this many times.
Yeah, I don't want to be. I'm still going. Oh, does it not? When do I? Okay.
Yeah, it just the dancing one especially goes on for a couple. He busts a couple different moves.
Yeah.
So that's it.
It's all right. We're all friends
Question.
here. We can blow a few kisses. It's all
Yeah,
right.
nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I'll make them. Yeah, I like that one. Here, listen. Here's how you make me feel good about myself. Push number 5, even if you. All right, I can make it rain, or I can, do this
I'm
weird
gonna make it rain. And
Nazi
actually,
salute.
we discovered a
Almost.
strip club here in Decentraland. You cannot make it rain literally, but this would probably be the appropriate emoji. I haven't seen any strippers, but it's all set up.
It's ready to go.
Yeah,
All we need is a strip. I'll make some calls.
That could
Oh,
be
we
our
could-
next adventure. We'll
we
take
could
that
all
one
change
down
our
the road.
avatars and jump on stage. That's possible too.
Yeah, we could just become the strippers.
Maybe we could
why
just
not,
take it
right?
in turns being the stripper.
Oh,
You know
that's
what's
super.
funny is I'm sure that's probably exactly what's going to happen. It's
Yeah.
just going to be a bunch
Yeah,
of like,
right.
dudes with like 10 pizzas high, just
Yeah.
acting like and making millions a day
Yeah.
in Ethereum.
I could see.
Anyway,
Gotta
I could definitely
monetize it.
see that. One last thing that just came to mind was I wanted to ask our builder to construct a mini stage and microphone, but I realized that I left that request like probably way too late. So he might be able to get to it if I pay him a little bit, that might convince him to do it. But I don't think it's absolutely necessary. But I mean, if you're standing here, and everyone else is backed off and good. It would be cool to have a little platform, but if I wanted that, I really should have asked for that like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So
Well, that's the thing.
we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see how we go. You also might want to think about whether you want to be in day or night mode as well.
Oh yeah, have we shown you night mode yet, Mike?
you did. Hang on. What do I
yeah,
do here?
I just
You did,
toggled
but
it
what do I
on.
push?
It's the 3 little dots in the bottom right.
Oh, okay.
And then you got the night mode or day mode. You can turn that on or off.
Mhm.
And you're actually, the moon's going to be behind you.
Now, does that-
just standing there, so
Right.
Oh yeah, that looks cool.
that does look cool.
Yeah, so night mode might be preferable, but it's a toss up sometimes. I can't tell which one I like better.
Yeah.
Now, so is it just night mode for me, or did I change it for everyone?
No, it's just for you.
Yeah, okay, that's what I figured.
So there's no ability, as far as I know, to like change it for everybody, but that would be kind of useful, I think. But
It might be a good icebreaker as well to kind of teach everyone how to do it.
Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the sun goes down in 1, 2, 3. Now hit night mode. The sky is literally the limit with this. This is so cool. Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
It's really
I
cool.
assume you could just keep building floors on this building. It could just go up infinitely forever. And just have.
So here's what I see. I also see literally like a comedy club where
I was saying that.
you go into an art gallery, and so in the same vein that I can go over and click this and possibly buy the NFT, I don't do them on Ethereum, but I have them on Wax, and I have stand-up bits as NFTs. So I have videos that sell, and but I could, there's nothing stopping me from bringing them over here too, right? So I mean, if there was a club where everyone would have a featured NFT that week or whatever, wow, this is incredible.
Dude, that is such a good idea. I mean, there's venues. The thing is, right, it's like there's venues I could show you another time that would be perfect for what you're talking about. It's just that when you don't own the land, you can't add stuff like NFTs to it. So that would where it becomes a little bit tricky. I mean, we could potentially we have many floors here. We could look into that into the future, but I don't know. I think I like the idea of a stand-up comedy club in Decentraland is like this is all just like
that'll be
cutting.
no different than like a Sam Goody or like a record store. Like it's the same. I mean, that's where all this is headed.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I might just
Something
pop
you
off
can
for a second. I'm just going to go to the casino to see if there's any new people. Maybe they want to go on a tour.
Uh,
That's kind of my job.
Let's head over to the casino. Mike, do you want to
Oh,
take
yeah.
a look at the casino real quick, or you got to
Play
go?
some
Sure. How do we get
blackjack.
there? No, how do we get there?
Bit of poker. So we'll just teach you how to teleport. So what you have to do
Sure.
is when you bring up the main chat, just press enter, right? And you can type in hi as an example. And so we use the main chat. It's a
Okay.
very basic command. So just type in /
Okay.
go to, yeah, I'm just going to get the coordinates here. So we're going to -119,132. So if you type that in, so that's / go to space -119,132. This is just a basic command to teleport you to any coordinates.
Oh, I gotta hit space. Oops.
Yeah, in between the 2 and the negative.
Space.
So don't type either.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, cool.
boy.
Good. You're going. He's
You
going.
did your first teleport,
did
so
first
I did.
You did it really quickly. You'll be surprised how many kind of aren't able to do it. So that's cool.
Yeah, some
Not too
people
much surprises me anymore,
that's a stumbling block for sure. But just give everything a second to load, and you may need to disable the sound because there's like ambient music being played in the casino. So
Okay.
maybe it can be kind of annoying if you're trying to voice chat. But if you just click settings and then hit sound off, I'll be fine, and that should fix that if you have that issue. We're just waiting for. Oh, here's Mike. He just populated at the
All right.
roulette.
I got a
table.
question, and I'm really not a gambler, so don't worry. You're not like enabling me or anything. But what is all this about down at the bottom? What's this like ETH and like currency?
Oh.
Like, so I'm in a casino. They pay you, so that means money has to be coming in, right? So what?
Yeah. Well, that
You can gamble.
yeah, so you can literally gamble real crypto. So
Oh
that
boy.
that at the bottom there is your wallet basically. So you can load up your wallet. We use the Matic network, but you can load up your wallet with
Okay.
ETH, DAI, USDT,
You
and
use
the Atari
Matic.
token.
I used Matic.
Yeah. No, we're all shifting to Matic. Obviously because the whole gas fees thing.
Yeah.
But yeah. No, it's on Matic. It's still loading up for me, but yeah.
Yeah, it's
So-
taking a minute. Not that I do this, but one, if they were so inclined, could literally just print themselves Matic on if they were so inclined to. It's nuts. The crypto world is crazy. So, all right, cool. So you're moving all this over to Matic.
Yeah. I mean, it's actually running on there now. But
I didn't know that.
yeah. So when you
So then,
Yeah.
when I sign in, should I be on the Matic network then?
no, it uses the Ethereum mainnet
Okay.
to get onto Decentraland, but your wallet is run on
Oh, okay.
Matic. But I'll love to go through the basics and just show you how to play, poker or blackjack.
We must be in a really deserted realm because there's not really anyone else around. Did you want to make a move to a better realm, Rainbow, so you can do your thing?
Yeah, no, yeah. Why don't we change realms just so you can get a? Actually, I'm looking at the map and there's no anyone here anyway. But I think it's just still possible.
Now, why does it say? So I'm in Loki Emerald, and it says 21 players online. I don't see anyone.
Yeah, so they're probably online, but they're in different realms.
What does that mean?
So this whole like
Oh.
parallel world concept.
Yeah, us we are the only ones here in
Yeah,
this specific.
I think there's 21 people at this location, but they're spread across different realms.
This is
Should we make a move to Amber or?
Yeah, let's do that. So probably the best way to do it is just to at your
Type it
browser.
in the,
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
you could
up in
do
the
it.
browser.
Yeah, just at the end of it, just delete Emerald, type in Amber, AMBER, press enter, and that will just, yeah. That was taking ages to load for me, so I'm gonna try again. Not sure what's going on, and I think it's my end.
So, 100 Rainbows, you have a big event coming up tomorrow that we want to make sure to promote and
Good.
talk about. Do you want to tell everybody about that?
Yeah, sure, absolutely. So tomorrow we have the first 100 Rainbows Plant the Seed NFT auction. So 100 Rainbows is the first Amazon brand inside Decentraland. So that means that we're trademarked in both the United States and in Australia. And what we've done is to use or to represent our brand with our first NFT. The NFT is a 3D model built inside Blender, and we've minted 10 of those. So the first one will be an auction. It's on tomorrow, 10 p.m. UTC. Very, very excited about that. And I guess the whole idea of 100 Rainbows is that ideas are easy, execution is hard. So
Definitely.
yeah, so it's one thing to kind of, I guess you have a rainbow, which is like this idea that kind of comes out of nowhere, and if you don't capture it, it can be lost forever. So the 100 in front of the rainbows is to remind us that sometimes we need to execute by being quantitative or strategic and more deliberate about our actions to make sure that our ideas just don't disappear into kind of thin air. And even when we
Love that.
want to start anything, you kind of need to be a bit more quantitative sometimes.
Dude, that is a great mission statement.
Yeah.
Nailed it. So you're doing an auction to sell these NFTs, which are representative of that whole concept, and it's being hosted at this casino.
It would be hosted at the Chateau Casino, Satal Satoshi. So we can go have a look there in a minute if you like. But it's with the model is going to be deployed.
Realm.
Yeah, it changed realms, right?
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say I'm now in
maybe
Artemis Pink.
Yeah, I'm reloading.
For some
Yeah,
reason,
that's where it put me too. I don't know
yeah.
what's going on with Loki Amber.
I guess we'll just come to Artemis Pink. We'll see where Mike ends up. But I really would love to show you guys and Mike the promo video. It only goes for a couple of minutes. I'm not sure if you're live on stream, but I'll just send you the link as well so that you can have a look at it.
Yeah, I'll take a look at this. Something's weird.
Oh, I'm sitting down at a blackjack table. That's what happened to me. All right, hold on. Let me get
No
out.
worries. That's the best place to be. Did you figure out how to get?
Whoops, Tom, you guys leaving?
Hey, come
Tom,
on.
we ready? Right?
Yeah.
He's always that
Just
guy.
one more hand.
Yeah.
Really?
Um,
It's gonna be me next week.
yeah.
All right. Well,
I'm
okay.
not
So I
seeing
see
my-
people around here.
I don't
How
know.
do I get away from this table?
Did you
So-
end up in Loki? And
Yeah.
It's probably just loading up, but otherwise you can just
Here we
press. You should be able to just navigate
Yeah.
out of it by pressing S.
All right. Now I'm good.
So,
Yep.
Mike, I'm just going to send you the link directly in Discord, just so you can see it. We'll watch it on stream as well.
Okay.
But just in case it's... So I'm 100 RB. I think you've already got it.
the table.